That'd be attractive.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cool. I don't think we have any viewers anyway.
That's fine. They're lost.
You're listening to another edition of We Came From the Basement. We are Jason and Sean, and you guessed it. We came from the basement, and we're coming at you from Radio NL 610 AM Kamloops. We came from the basement, motherfucker. We came from the basement, motherfucker. We came from the basement, motherfucker. We came from the basement, motherfuckers.
All right, welcome back to another edition of We Came From the Basement. We came from the basement, literally. We are still in the basement, so we haven't really gone anywhere.
We don't really think we left once
Yeah, I don't know.
when we were on the radio.
Derek Lepine.
Derek, welcome. Yeah, for a couple of years, but otherwise we've always been here
Yeah,
doing what we do.
but that's okay, because the basement is cool, it's comfortable, and we can do, like, I don't know, we can swear and shit.
Exactly. Can't do that on Radio NL.
No, we can adult in the basement, and that's cool.
Yeah. And it's our last episode of the year.
That's right.
2018, right?
So that's, that'll be the end of 8 years.
End of 8 years, the start of 9, because we're already slated to come back on the 4th of January on Radio NL, which means our extended cut will be back that weekend. But until then, we do have a show for you tonight that will also air tomorrow and then this weekend as our podcast.
And then Santa Claus comes.
Yeah, no, are you all ready for Santa Claus? Is the Sean family prepped and ready to go?
We are, and we're actually going to take in a movie this Christmas Eve.
You were saying that, yeah.
We're going to go to the theater, as our buddy Michael Anthony would say. Theater.
The theater and see
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Are you pumped for that?
I am. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be?
It looks good. It looks legitimately good.
Yeah. And even if it didn't look good, I'd probably still go, man. It's just the curiosity and what we do.
Well, yeah, and it's one of those things, because Aquaman is like the last person I thought would get his own movie, and they would actually look decent, right? Because he's the guy as a kid who like rode the seahorses, right? And controlled fish and had that green leotard thing. And it just, to me, did not seem like something that would work as a feature film.
Damn it! But Jason Momoa,
Momoa, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's taken all those aspects out of it and added a little bit of, I don't know, man, in the...
Yeah, I think, he definitely
took Aquaman.
Added the man into Aquaman, right? And I won't say anything else.
Right.
But it does look decent, I have to admit. Actually, it kind of looks like the best of all the DCU movies to me. Although I really like Wonder Woman, but you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm pretty stoked for that.
Man of Steel looked great too.
Well, that was a good one. I forget Man of Steel because they didn't kind of include it in. It's like Iron Man. It's the one that sort of started everything, so you don't hear it lumped in with all the others.
It's because it was awesome.
That's right. So what have you watched this week?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. I've been waiting to catch up. Travelers is on Netflix, of course.
Week
Season 2
1.
and 3.
Week 1 of the season 2-3 thing. I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I kind of I keep pressing play on season 2. I'm waiting for my wife to watch the season finale for 1, but I've been waiting for over a year to catch up, to get out past this, to find out what happens. So I just press play, just so that it gets that play, so that it'll get renewed maybe one day.
I have done the same.
But when I do have a moment, I finally caught up on Flash.
Excellent.
So I'm right up to date as they release episodes.
Cool. And you're enjoying it? It's still kicking ass?
Yeah, it's alright. It's good.
Sorry, cool.
Passes the time.
I watched, and I'd forgotten all about it, and that it is technically a Christmas movie. But I watched I Come in Peace the other night. With Dolph Lundgren fighting the alien that shoots the CDs out of his wrist. Mm-hmm. It still's good.
Of course it is.
And it's got Christmas. It's as Christmassy as Die Hard, which is a Christmas movie. Bruce Willis and everyone else. In fact, 20th Century Fox actually put out the Die Hard Christmas trailer, just to sell it as like that family Christmas movie.
And did it not come out at Christmas time?
No, it came out in July.
Oh well. So maybe he's got a point, but that's okay. It wasn't meant to be a Christmas movie. It was meant to be a Die Hard movie.
An action movie.
That happened at Christmas time in the movie.
That's right.
But it made it up.
People have embraced it. And even Lethal Weapon, which we also consider a Christmas movie, came out in April.
Really?
It was an April release. Yeah.
Did you look that shit up? Because I didn't.
No, it's all the useless crap in my brain
Well,
that just won't go away.
I always wondered, and I was just like, how can I find out? I'm like, I don't want to.
It's just a little bit
don't
extra
want it.
effort, right? My mind just stores all that useless fucking information and just waits for minutes like this to load it, hoping it's going to impress people. It more or less drives people away.
Man, I don't. The information gets in my brain for about a second, and then it's gone.
Gone?
I replace it with something else.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'd rather have your situation than mine.
We have to remember everything.
I don't have to. I just do.
I don't gotta
it
remember
just,
shit.
It just drives me nuts. Speaking of things we're remembering, you and I did actually rewatch something that we're going to review.
Did we?
You forgot all about it. It shows how good that movie was. Beyond White Space.
Beyond White Space.
Which is essentially sold to us as Moby Dick, not a venereal disease, in space. Do you remember it enough to comment first? It's basically this crew goes out in search of, it was like the spiritual dragon, something in space that kind of guards white space, which is a portal through.
Last week on the
space.
show, you sold it to me as Sharknado in space.
That's how it was sold to me.
Oh, well.
Fuck
Whoever sold it.
Exactly. It doesn't have anyone in it that's really big name. The main character. See, and this is just how bad. See, this is where my memory fails me because I disliked the movie so much I forgot the names of the people who were in it and the guy who directed it. I just know he was a special effects guy. But it really touched on like the story, of the Essex that was destroyed by the white whale and the people went and ate themselves. This is a true story. Then it became Moby Dick, which was, we all know that, the white whale, Captain Ahab and all that. But except they put it in space. They added some pirates. There was some alien stuff disease that turns a guy into like a slasher killer. Basically, they took all these cool ideas and threw it at the screen to see what would stick.
And it really, they spent some money because it looked great.
A beautiful looking movie. For like a low budget film, it looked fantastic.
Yeah, the sets were really, really good looking. The CGI was well done.
It was as good as, like, I'd say any Marvel movie, the
For
CGI,
sure.
right? And they had 3 of the hottest women that I've seen in a movie all together at once.
No boobs.
None. Hey, Nathan. But it just... You know what? Like, I posted a review on our site and someone left a comment, thanks to them, and they summed it up perfectly. It had no heart. You know what I mean? There was just stuff there, but there was nothing. The best movies have been made with, like, we talked about, like John Fallon makes these movies, and these guys, low budget filmmakers that have to really just go that extra mile to make a really good movie. They put their heart and soul and blood and tears into it. This guy, I think, knew that he could just make this. He had all the access to all the special effects he could want, and that's just what we got.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That is... I don't think you could have summed it up any better than that. It's just a guy with a lot of toys who had no imagination.
Well, and you brought up a good point, too. He didn't storyboard it, seem, because the scenes just kind of clunk along. It's like there's no start, no stop. It's like bop, bop,
Weird. And
bop,
there's no
bop,
boobies.
There's no, and, yeah, which is so disappointing in a movie like that. I mean, come on.
When you don't have heart, you might as well have the 2 things that encase it.
That's got to be in a fucking t-shirt. That could be the front and on the back. You could just have the button. No.
They're the heart airbags.
They are. I agree. I agree completely.
Basement reviews at gmail.com.
If you are in any way offended, and we hope you are.
And we don't care, though.
We're not trying to be offensive. I'm going to try to make this wave. There I did. Make the wave thing on Instagram. To the one person watching.
Well, now it's shaking.
I know because I bumped it. Anyway, so we would not recommend Beyond White Space.
No.
No.
I know.
No, to anybody. And it could have been so good. Everything was there. No heart, no boobs, and no storyboard.
It's so weird because you're watching it and like, wow, this is going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It looks great and it's like the acting was fine.
Good, yeah.
And
I think Holt McCarthy is the guy's name. He's been in a bunch of shit. He's on Mindhunters.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's that line.
It did. Well, you were even like playing with your phone and even commented like, this isn't working.
Yeah, I don't even...
This is not working.
I never play with my phone during movies, so that's how shitty it is. It's an ugly for sure.
It is, yeah. Well, I gave it a bad, I think, because I like the visuals. But that's about it. Waving to someone named Jason Hewlett. Who's not me, if I can. There we go.
So...
we have now our NL segment, yeah?
Yes.
And included in this NL segment, for those that listened on the Friday, tomorrow, but are checking the podcast out now, which is sometime after that, we interview, of course, Leah Cairns. who is co-star of the series Travelers, that we really, really, really think you should all go fucking watch as soon as you're done listening right
Eric
now.
McCormack from Will and Grace, who plays Will, is one of the lead characters. She plays his wife.
That's right.
Gets tons of screen time.
Tons. Oodles.
Kamloops Girl.
Kamloops Girl. Great actress. All around nice person. In the NL segment, when we get to the interview, you're going to hear all 17 minutes, which just kicks ass.
Yep.
Right? And if all goes well...
That's some fancy editing right there.
It's some fancy 17 minutes down to like a 4-minute clip.
Yep.
Kudos to you, Sean, for doing that. It's all about Travelers, what it's about, why it's important, why you need to see it. And if all goes well, she will come back and bring some of the cast with her to talk about us if it gets a season 4. So watch it so we can have them all on, please.
Yeah, right?
All right, so let's rock and roll with that shit right now.
But you don't get to see it or hear it.
Till tomorrow morning. Because we're those assholes. Yeah. But... Well, it's not Sean. Can you read who's actually talking? Who's on right now?
What?
Who else is there?
I can't see. I can't see, man.
We got to move the phone next time.
No, I just got to get glasses.
Hello to whoever came on. All right.
All right, we're back. And that was me, Jason Howie, and Leah Cairns from Radio NL.
That was awesome. Good times.
That was the edited version. No swearing, no... Yeah. It was still fun, though.
It was still good. It was always a good time. And you know what? And Howie's doing a really good job of... We've been with him enough that he kind of gets us and fits in nicely. And he kind of still lets us be a little bit of our asshole-ish selves. Mm-hmm. Like the image that you brought up of Emily Blunt dressed as Mary Poppins mowing people down with a machine gun umbrella.
Yeah!
I will pleasure myself to that later tonight. It's just awesome. Sorry.
The picture drawer was turned on in my fucking head.
Right?
Yeah. I was picturing the tuck, 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 and then you kept
I
going.
just took it even further.
The drawer was still going. Fucking asshole. So, anyway,
Merry Christmas.
yeah, Howie's great. I think he enjoys doing this too.
He does. He's even said he really likes doing it with us. It's like a highlight of his week. And it's a highlight of our week as well. Like next to doing this, that's pretty fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. To be on the radio.
Yep.
So, it is technically our Christmas episode, even though we kind of blew our Christmas load last week on the NL thing. But, Sean, it's a time of giving and a time of presents and a seasonal thing. And we're a bunch of geeks. So, if you could think of 5 geeky Christmas presents.
5?
3?
I thought you said 1.
1?
5. Nobody's that geeky and rich.
If money was no option, then reality was no option. That's a big caveat too. Like if there's nothing to prevent you from getting, say even 2 really cool, the 2 geeky Christmas presents you've always wanted, what would you want for Christmas under your tree?
A spaceship and a lightsaber guitar. Done.
What kind of spaceship?
One that drives in space, Jason.
Does it require? I mean, like you're thinking like a Star Wars or Star Trek?
Yeah, you said no reality, no limits. That's it.
No, I'm just curious. Like, is it like does it own air or like?
It can shoot and fucking fly in space. So that's all I want.
And a lightsaber guitar. Like,
absolutely.
Could you kill someone with a guitar?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you. And then,
yep.
That'd be a heck of a finale after a guitar solo.
Right?
That's pretty sweet.
You?
Well, just
follow a lightsaber guitar in a spaceship.
I fucking can't. That just brought my brilliant plan to a crushing halt. I always, because I was a fan of...
I can dumbify a lot of people, Jason.
That you dumbify well. That's a great word too, by the way.
All right.
How about, I've said it in the past, I say it again, I want Airwolf. The helicopter from that 80s TV show.
Okay, right, because the guy's name wasn't Airwolf.
No,
what the fuck?
His name was Stringfellow Hawk.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. See, all UFI stuck in my head once again. But I want the actual fucking helicopter. And I want speakers included so that whenever I flew around, it would play that cool theme song. But the banjo version.
But the banjo version.
Because I really like the banjo version.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be pretty slick. And then I'd have to say the next thing that I think would be the ultimate geek Christmas present is, remember on that episode of The Simpsons when Barney got a lifetime supply of Duff beer?
Yeah.
Please. But you could make it Miller High Life. I'm not picky or pretentious. I'll just take whatever whatever they can send my
We're
way.
Canadian. It's beer.
Beer is beer. I just think that'd be really neat.
Yeah, man.
Because I spend like an easy $25 a week on that shit, and it would be nice not to have.
Yeah, but then you couldn't drive Airwolf.
Could Airwolf fly itself?
No. Oh. It wasn't Knight Rider, Jake. It was Airwolf.
Can I add that the Airwolf had kit in it? So
Yeah,
it could
okay,
fly
there you
itself?
No
And I would just
limits.
sit
No
there with my
limits.
lifetime supply of Miller High Life and have a great old time.
Shoot that motherfucker kid!
And it wouldn't argue with me because in Knight Rider Kit would always argue, but you can't kill someone, Michael. Fuck that. I want to kill that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Because that's what we're about in the basement.
Killing people. That's just sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, any big things you're doing over the holidays? I guess before we wrap this up, what are your guys' Christmas plan?
We just stick around the house,
Yeah,
go to the lake.
that's right. You go to the lake.
Aquaman. That's it, man. You?
We're gonna be sticking close to home this year. I'm hoping to get some new movies that I can watch. At least catch up on. I want to catch up on Travelers, of course, because I got a good 5 days off, so I'm stoked about that.
It would be nice to go snowshoeing, but we don't have any snow.
No, we're supposed to get it, and I agree. I spent $1,800 on a fat bike. You know the bikes that you ride in snow? Mm-hmm. $1,800, and it's sitting collecting dust in my basement right now.
There is snow in the mountains. We do have a truck.
Yeah, but that's further away. Lifetime supply.
This morning, I made a point to take a picture of my screen, which, for whatever reason, I had the weather. My weather app was set on Vegas.
Okay.
And it said 7 degrees Celsius. For our American friends, I don't know what that is, so fuck you. They're in the other system. But it's
You'd have to add 15 and something, yeah.
Yeah. It's like 60, I don't know. So anyway, it was +7, and I switched it over to Kamloops, and it was still +7.
Is that crazy?
And then tonight, on the way here, is probably still +9.
9.
9 Celsius.
And spitting rain.
Great.
5 days before Christmas. I'm gonna end on a movie note.
Yep.
I put it up on the site. If you haven't seen it yet, I'd encourage you. It's a Predator Christmas special. Done in the style of, remember the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? That exact same animation style.
Great.
The Predator goes after Santa, and it's so fucking good.
So, yes, I agree. And if that's not your forte, then there is, what was that dude's name? Reading the Die Hard?
Shit. Steve. See?
Right?
When
So,
I need it most.
It's there too.
Also on the site, a Die Hard Christmas.
A Die Hard Christmas. Reading it. Narrated, a little cartoony.
Oh, it's so good.
It was
Yeah,
good.
that's our seasonal gift to everybody, basically. You're welcome. We are gone for 2 weeks. We probably won't really be posting much on the site next week either. It is Christmas after all, and we have families and things that we're doing. But we return to NL on January 4th.
And so are all of them. Way
Yeah,
too
you guys
busy.
should all have way too much stuff to do to worry about us. But we return to NL on January 4th. The Extended Cut podcast comes after that. And then we're around each and every week pretty much after that. We got some cool stuff lined up for next year, including we're going to go to Calgary Horror Con.
Right?
We got VIP passes to the whole motherfucking thing, including the VIP party, Sean. Prepare your liver.
I'll be saving up for that one. We were threatened to get it. If we didn't get a table, we would get punched.
Who would punch us?
That threat scared the fuck out of me, but on the flip side, if we're mobile, we can harass way more people
Talk
than sitting at a
to
table.
way more motherfuckers and get way more cool interviews, reviews, the whole bit. If we're at a table, we're just kind of like...
People walk by with, like, why do I talk to dudes in a basement? That's fucking weird.
And we'd be like, fuck you. But they'd be right, because so we go to...
This way they can't escape.
That's right, we chase them down.
Like the
And it's
Predator
you.
after Santa Claus.
God damn, yeah. So good. I'm going to watch that again.
Yep.
Anyways, folks, have yourselves a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in the new year. And we'll also see you in the basement.
Basement.
Yeah. I must end you. Thanks for watching.